Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to my pop-up live video. It's so good to see everybody here in the group. I'm excited. It has been a minute since I've gone live. I've been in the group. I've been on coaching calls with all of you. I've been on the phone with some of you who are interested in working with me, and I just wanted y'all to see my face. If you are new to the group, welcome. We are so excited to have you here. So I'm your person. Okay, let's just start there. So I am the host of the group, and my team members are also in the group, and we are very thankful that you are here. We try to run this group differently because I know that other groups, for Facebook groups for therapists, can be very, very noisy. Yeah, and nosy. Let me put that in there too. Okay, and so we try to make this a safe space, and not the cliche safe space, but you won't see anyone. Hey y'all, thanks so much for being here. You won't see anybody in the group promoting services other than me. Okay. You won't see people trying to get you to buy a website. You won't see people trying to get you to sign up for their credentialing services. Like none of that. There are more than enough groups that you could be in where you can just be bombarded with other people's services. And even with my services, my goal is not to bombard you. My goal is to tell you about opportunities where I can work with you and how my team and I can support you. But this is usually the first stop for therapists. And so if you are interested in learning how to build a private practice, learning how to build it quickly in 8 weeks, we have a signature program called Private Practice Ready, where we teach you how to set up, structure, market, and scale your solo mental health private practice in just 60 days. And if you're also new here, then make sure you check out the book, the CEO Clinician book. It is available on my website. And I have an e-version book. I can't remember if I told y'all about it or not, or if we just sent an email. So you can get the hard copy if you want it, but you can also get the digital copy as well if you'd like to read from your iPad or your Kindle, whatever your thing is. That's an option for you. So for tonight, we're going to talk about starting your private practice, even though you're scared, because I know that, first of all, I was terrified when I started mine, and I've been doing business consulting and marketing for therapists long enough to know that some of y'all, the only reason you don't have your private practices started is because you're scared. It's not about the money. It's not about the timing. It's not about all these other things you've really made it be about. Some of it is it's a factor, but it's not the big deal breaker reason as far as why you don't have it built. So I wanted to spend some time tonight just talking through that, talking through my journey of how I did it scared and how I also teach other therapists to do it scared. Because here's the thing, those of y'all that are new here, I'm a blunt person. I'm direct, but I'm cautiously direct because with business consulting, I have to push you a little bit. I have to push you out of your comfort zone. I have to push you beyond that point that you can't get yourself past. Like if I'm helping you be complacent, I'm not a good business consultant. I can't push you harder than you want to go, but I have to say some hard things to you. So the reality is some of you are waiting on just this perfect time for all the stars to align, for your life to slow down, for your family to act right. And this is not going to happen, okay? And so you're going to have to make it happen, and you're going to have to do whatever it is you have to do to get it built, because private practices won't build themselves. And so one of the things I did when I first started out in private practice, it was 2020, okay? So we're talking, it was the summer of 2020. I think I finished all my hours for my LPC license in the spring around like April. I was learning about private practice all year long. I was counting down the hours, counting down the hours. And if you want more about the story of that experience, get the book, because I'll tell you some more details about the journey of the getting started and what that year looks like for me. But one of the things I absolutely had to do was stop looking at the circumstances, okay? Because we were at the top of the pandemic. I mean, pandemic had just started. I was working for an agency, and we were wearing masks. We were getting our temperatures checked regularly, like every day, sometimes multiple times a day. We were going through all the protocols. We had face shields. Like I looked like a surgeon at this psych facility I was working at, and I was just doing therapy. It wasn't medical, but again, this was early, so we didn't know what it was. We didn't know what to expect therapeutically. Like we didn't really know what to do, how to prepare. And so I think we got married that year. Like it was a lot going on. And so we got married in May of 2020. Said pandemic hit. We were on shelter in place orders, essential workers only in March. So you got to think this is my wedding planning year, okay? And so we got engaged in December of 2019. We're like, okay, we can have a wedding in 6 months. So like I'm wedding planning and building a private practice and working a full-time job. Like I'm doing all the things and I'm like, this is crazy. Okay. I'm scared to build this private practice. I'm scared to get married. I'm scared something's gonna happen to somebody I love. I'm scared and I'm gonna put all this money and time and money I don't have. Let me be clear. Your girl didn't have no money. I don't have no money now. I'm just doing better than I was then, thanks to my private practice. Okay, like I'm putting all this stuff into the private practice to make it work, and I'm like, what if this doesn't work? What if my new husband? We're still working on trust because, like, when you're in love, it's like, oh man, this is my person. They're always going to believe in my dreams. But it was like, what if this really don't pop for me? What if this doesn't work? And this man is like, look, you got to stay at your job. You're not making enough money in your agency. And I like nice things. And so I'm like, can I afford my nice things? Or am I always going to have to ask my new husband to buy me the nice things that I want? Can I buy him nice things? I'm a gift giver. Like, I had so many questions and so many fears, and every one of them were valid. Every one of them were legit. Looking at the circumstances, there was no reason I should have been trying to build a private practice, plan a wedding in the middle of a pandemic. Like all the circumstances said, don't you do this. This is crazy. This is straight up foolishness. And granted, I'm Christian, right? So yes, I'm praying. So for those of you that are Christian, if you're a faith-based provider or not, but if you're Christian or whatever your personal walk is, whatever that faith nugget is, and you're like, you should just walk by faith and do it anyway. I wasn't walking like that, okay? I had some moments where I'm like, God, yes, I believe you. I trust you. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to get my private practice off the ground. This is about to be amazing. And I had other days I'm like, yeah, this ain't going to work. It's just not going to work. I don't see it. Blue Cross Blue Shield is taking too long to do my credentialing. I'm not sure I'm going to get enough referrals to take care of my office rent. Like all the things were on the table. And I will tell you, I had to make a decision to uncap my income because I knew that even if I couldn't build my private practice to, not I couldn't, like I was determined to do it. But if something happened, because weird stuff was happening, but if something happened and I could only get 10 clients, right? If I could only get 10 clients and I was charging $150 an hour, I could live and buy myself some stuff with $1,500, okay? I could, we could make some things work. I could keep getting my nails done. I could keep getting my hair done. I could go where I wanted to go. I could buy gifts for the people I loved and cared about. I could donate generously to missions and causes that matter. Like I could do all the things I wanted to do if I just had an extra $1,500. Like that was all I was trying to get a week. Now, I still have my agency job. I still have my full-time job. So what I want y'all to hear me say with this video, especially those of y'all that are like, I want to build a private practice, but I'm scared. And what if this and what if that? Don't leave your job. Okay. Do not quit your agency. If you've already quit, it's okay. Don't panic. But I recommend keeping a full time position or a heavy part time position while you're building your private practice because it's easier to build when you already have money coming in. You don't have to do the referral scramble, you don't have to do the marketing scramble. You don't have to lay up at night and be like, ooh, let me go change my Psychology Today profile for the 87th time this week to see if that's the thing that will help me get referrals. You don't even have to go through all of that. Just keep your job for just a little bit longer. Some of y'all, your agency isn't even the problem. It's the fact that you're working at an agency and you feel like you don't have any options. Okay. Whole different conversation, right? And so if you're working at a place where you feel trapped or you feel like you can't get out, you don't have options, you don't have that backup cash flow, you don't know if your agency is going to keep you, if your agency is terrible at marketing and they can't get you enough referrals or the referrals they are sending to you are not aligned with your skill set, they are completely out of your work, then consider starting a private practice. Private practice can be your extra money to pay off debt. I paid off my car. early. My husband paid off his car early. We are actively working on said student loan debts. I won't go into that tangent. But like the little stuff that we had to knock off, we use our businesses to knock those things off. And so if you don't have that extra cushion, it's going to be really hard for you to get the type of momentum that you're looking for, which is why I don't recommend allowing your fear to keep you so scared that you don't move. You can be scared, but just keep moving. I'm not telling you that I was never scared because I just told you that I was. I'm not telling you that even now, I don't have days where I am scared because I am. I just have different scared days now. Does that make sense? So sometimes my scared days now look like I need to hire a new team member. We just hired a new team member. Y'all will see her in the next few weeks. We're going to start orientation and training. And so, like, I need a new team member. Is the business ready to support the new team member? I'm looking at the numbers. I've prayed about it. This is a big move. Training takes time. Training a new team member is expensive. So like I'm still scared to do some stuff, but it doesn't mean it does not need to be done. Still has to be done. There's only one of me. I have to be able to clone myself for our other services. So yes, we do the 8-week program, Private Practice Ready, but we also have some premium price services that are done for you social media content creation. So I can't be on all the things. I can't do all the calls, which means I can't deliver all the services and create all the content for our clients. So somebody else has to do that, which means Cameisha needs to hire. Cameisha needs to interview. Cameisha needs to screen. Cameisha needs to handle the background checks. Like I have to do all the onboarding things and train the team on our internal culture of what we do and how we do it and how we take care of therapists like you. That's important to me. And so even if I'm scared or I feel like I don't have time, I have to figure that out as a CEO. So for those of you that are watching this video, you're like, Cameisha, look, I do want that backup money. I don't want to be trapped inside my agency. And here's the thing that I've learned with working with therapists over the years. When you feel trapped inside of your agency, what happens is you tend to put a demand on the agency to fix your problems. Now you're nitpicking because you don't like the front desk person now. Now your referrals aren't good. Now they don't pay you enough money. Now you want them to do all these things that they never promised to do when you can create a private practice that can be the solution and you can run your practice how you want it to be ran. You can choose your marketing channels and your referral networks. You can choose what insurances you get credentialed with. You choose what speaking opportunities you accept and which ones you don't. You can leverage your other skill sets and keep your job. Let them pay for your medical benefits because that's something you need to factor in. Let them pay for your retirement. Let them pay for FMLA if you need to take that. Let them pay for your continuing education hours when you get ready to renew your license every year. Let your agency take care of all of that and you have fun with your private practice. See 5 to 10 clients throughout the week or on the weekend, whatever, and live your life. So private practice can be, it doesn't have to be a solution for all things. It can just be an additional stream of income while you keep your agency. And I know you're scared. I'm not telling you to jump full time. Full time is not for everybody. And I want y'all to hear me when I say that. I know it's a bunch of marketing people out here that are like, everybody can be full time in private practice. No, that's a lie. Don't recommend it just because if you're not the type of person that can handle the weight of it, or you don't have a good support system at home, or you have a hard time hiring people to work for you because you don't trust them, at a certain point, you're going to be trapped. But instead of being trapped in your agency, you're going to be trapped in your private practice. So even though you're scared, do it anyway, but do it smart. Do it in a way that works for you. Do it in a way. Remember, your agency is not the problem. For some of y'all, it's your mindset. And it's the fact that you feel trapped in your agency because you don't see the benefits of what your agency can offer you as you're building your private practice. So do it in a way that works for you. Do it in a way that you can sustain. Don't worry about comparing your private practice to mine. You don't need that. Some of y'all see way more clients than I ever will, and I have no desire to do that. And I will be cheering you on and praying for the work that you do and the people you serve, but I'm not going to model my practice after yours. I don't expect y'all to do what I do. I don't expect y'all to decrease your caseload. Part of the reason I can decrease my caseload when I feel like it is because we have another company and we have team members who deliver services while I am on the couch asleep or reading a book. I had to work to that. And I will tell you, the way I live my life now, at year full time in private practice. I'm on year 5, but part time, just doing private practice, period. I'm on year 7. The way I live my life now, I am thankful for the work I put in 7 years ago. Because had I not done that, my life would be hectic now. Had I not done that, I wouldn't have some of the things that we have in place financially. They wouldn't be there if I didn't put that work in 7 years ago. So even though you're scared, mindset check tonight. What I want y'all to do is think about where you are right now, where you desire to be in 5 years. Some of y'all, that's retirement. Let's be real. Where you desire to be in 5 years. If you desire to buy a home, if you desire to relocate, if you need a new vehicle, if you're thinking about having children or fostering children, adopting children, expanding your family in any way, traveling the world, doing a mission project, those things take money. And they require you to make moves right now to set you up for the life you want to live in 5 years. Okay. It's not coming overnight. There's no magic trick. Psychology Today, magic formula won't fix it. You can have a beautiful website and no referrals, okay? And I mean that in love because I know there's a lot of people that are really targeting therapists that have pitched y'all a dream that the website alone will fill your caseload. It will not. We have therapists in our 8-week program, Private Practice Ready. They still don't have a website. They've been in private practice for years. It doesn't matter, right? It's your marketing and it's the way you show up and it's the way you can show up and get things done, even though you're scared. I hope this video was helpful for you guys tonight. If you are interested in working with me and my team, I will put the links in the description for this video on how you can work with us in our 8-week program, Private Practice Ready, how you can also work with us for our marketing accelerator for done for you social media content creation. And we've got some VIP programs. If you're like, look, I don't have time, but I have resources. I need somebody to do it for me. I don't want to deal with it. We can do that for you as well. We can build a custom project. And if you are in the state of Arkansas, I am working on something really special for you. I am working on doing it. And even if you're not in Arkansas, but you want to come to Arkansas, you can. I'm working on an in-person workshop this fall, full day workshop, really intensive, small group, hands-on, very affordable pricing because I want this to be something that's high value, but still not the investment level of a full coaching program. It's a 1 day intensive workshop. And so I will be sharing more information about that. But if you're interested, make sure you send me a DM because we do have limited spots for that workshop. So I hope y'all have a great evening and I will see you guys soon. And I will hope y'all have a great night. Bye, y'all.